Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 6th episode of the second week of the 452-week sub-special. We are here with a Nancy Drew game, and you might be wondering why I am on Power DVD. Well, in case you did not know, there is a single Nancy Drew game that was made for your DVD player. I kid you not. This is a remake, kind of, slash kind of like a port over where they changed all the controls for a DVD. And give me a second, I'm just gonna put it in. I actually do have to use the disc because I tried making an ISO file of it, but I was having a hard time and I don't have like massive amount of time, so I just tried to get my player as far away from my mic as I possibly could so that you don't hear the disc spinning up. Okay, hold on. I did this last time I tried to record this too. I need to hit restart. And it'll work. So yes, Nancy Drew Curse of Blackmoor Manor DVD game. This is the only one, as far as I'm aware, that came on a DVD. And I'll explain how the game works, and we'll watch a little tutorial thing as well. But there are two games particularly that most people don't know that exist, and that's why I wanted to do one of them. And you'll understand why I didn't choose the other one in a second. But the first one is, of course, the Nancy Drew Curse of Blackmoor Manor DVD game. The second one is going to be the White Wolf of Ice Creek Wii game, which eventually I do want to play. But if you've been around my channel the past couple weeks to months, I kind of just re-released all of my past White Wolf of Ice Creek streams from like several years ago, like 2018. So yeah, it's a bit of a problem. I will say I do have a full stream up of the entire game that I will be linking probably in the card up above, in the outro, and probably in the description from 5 years ago, which I think this was the first ever stream I did. As you can see, I won't be using my mouse cursor because every time I do, it cuts off some of the game on the top and bottom. So I'll be using the arrow keys and enter key, just like you would on kind of a remote control. But I do want to just briefly say that I tried my hardest to get this to work on a DVD player. And actually, while we're talking, we'll do the gameplay overview. But use the arrow buttons on your remote control to move left, right, forward, and backward. I tried really, really hard to get this to work on, again, console, my Blu-ray player. I tried to even use a controller on my PC, and it didn't work. This is the only feasible way that I was able to get this to work, so I will be using my, arrow keys and enter key basically for this entire video. But yeah, so you're basically, the whole idea is it's designed around using your remote control. So you could sit back on your couch, plug in the disc, and it still works, obviously. Like if I had a remote control and I sat in my bed, I could do it, but it's not feasible for recording purposes. It just doesn't work that way at all, as a matter of fact. Also, why is it like, it's like flickering a little bit. It's like struggling. So you get the idea, right? You get the idea. One other thing I do want to mention is this game has a very unique way of doing loading. So you can't save. The way you save is by having chapter numbers, and I think they do change. They do change. They do change. Okay, so it gives you a different chapter number every time, but I have this little note card. Sorry, that was a little bit loud. There you go. I have this note card that has a bunch of chapter numbers, and just to prove it, I'll choose one at random. 2, 6, 8, 3, 4... Oh, that was chapter 6. There you go. So I loaded it into chapter 6. And voila. So I thought that was interesting too. But we are going to start from the beginning of the game. We're not going to start from here. We're going to go back to root menu, Yes, I really do want to quit. Okay, and we're going to start a new game. How many players? Apparently you can play with 2 players. I've never tried playing with 2 players. And we're going to do Junior Detective. So we begin the adventure with 5 jokers. So I don't know what
Ned,
the 5 jokers
greetings
are.
from jolly old England.
I can't
Although
recall.
right now I'm not so sure about the jolly part. That's because I'm on my way to Blafckmoor Manor, where the daughter of one of our neighbors is living. The daughter, whose name is Linda, recently married Hugh Penvellyn, a British diplomat. Hugh travels a lot, so the only people at the manor with Linda are Hugh's aunt, Mrs. Drake, and Hugh's 12-year-old daughter, Jane. The thing is, ever since Linda moved into the manor, her health has gone downhill. She's practically bedridden, and no one seems to know why. Her mother is convinced something is terribly wrong and wants me to find out what. So here I am, about to be dropped off at a huge centuries-old mansion in the middle of a dark, foggy moor. I can't tell whether the butterflies in my stomach are because I'm excited or just a tad creeped out. Talk to you soon. I hope. Nancy.
I hope. So yeah, obviously it's very much the same as the game. So these are all pre-rendered cutscenes, of course. They're all video files, so it's playing just like a DVD would. Yeah. And then Nancy saying Nancy in a
Who's there?
voice that's
Hello?
terrifying. I love it. Okay. Oh, right. We're in a cutscene.
There's something out there!
Where, child?
Oh, hi.
Over there! I mean, something was out there.
Come in.
Come in.
I'm Mrs. Drake. I take it you are Nancy Drew?
Yes, and I really did see something, Mrs. Drake.
So there
I heard
isn't that
something,
much
too.
dialogue options in this either,
People are
which is
always
interesting.
seeing and hearing things on the moor at night. Especially you Americans. Why don't you just go on up to your room? It's the one with the moon on the door.
I'd like to
Thank
see
you.
Linda, if I could.
I'm afraid Linda is, not quite ready to meet with you just now. But please, come see me after you've unpacked. I'll be in the conservatory.
You got it.
All right, thank you.
So yeah, there's not many dialogue options and everything. And then there's exactly it. So that would be the chapter 1, I think? Yeah. 13599, which actually is one I already have. It is actually one I already have written down, so maybe they do duplicate. But anyway, we are here. So this is just a menu, so that's images static, which is why it's not having like too many problems. There's not going to be much in there.
Wonder what goes there.
So this is like, I still think that this is kind of like, not like revolutionary in a big way, but like it's highly impressive. Definitely not shabby at all. Definitely not. Is it annoying to watch all the cutscenes constantly? A little bit, yeah. Now it is kind of cool because
A tripod. For a camera, maybe?
I'm sorry, Nancy, I'm gonna cut you off. But it is pretty cool because Nancy doesn't really have these cutscenes. It just kind of goes forward. Oh! Thanks. Cook.
Sorry, chum. The Boar's Head pub is closed. Ring us back after 8 come day's dawning.
I'm bad at accents, it's fine. He's not available.
I'm sorry, I cannot take your call right now. Either leave me a message at the embassy or call me back later. Thank you.
I'm not doing a good accent. Sorry if I butcher your accent. Okay. But it is, like, really fascinating how this game actually does work. And how slow-paced it would be. I feel like this would be a lot... lot longer than, like, a lot of them would be. Okay, so this right here, that's the boar. Or not the boar, right? Well, let's do the lion. The lion's easier, right? The lion's easier. Oh, goodness. You can see how annoying this can get. I don't know if I've ever played, like, the actual game. Leo. Oh, there it is. So it's like a crescent moon, red crescent moon. On the top right there of that image. Can I not go up? Okay, so I do need to know. I guess you have to do it in order. So I do need to know whatever that thing is. None of those. The top one, Linux. Links. Oh, it's completely covered. Actually, let me take a picture of this because I think that's all of them that we need. So let me just take a quick picture. Okay, so we do this.
Wonder what this is.
Okay, so that puzzle changed drastically. In the normal game, that puzzle, you have to do multiple sides. So again, a lot of the puzzles are going to change. A lot of the puzzles are going to be a lot easier in this version because we don't really need to worry about...
This lens is supposed to go into a telescope that sits on a truck.
Yes, thank you. Okay, bye. It's going to be a lot easier than it normally would be. You know what I mean? Go. Go, Nancy, go. Go, Nancy, go. Go, Nancy, go. Go, Nancy, go. Hello. It's a keyhole, Nancy says. Hello?
She's probably sleeping.
Already? We just got here. I guess we did get here pretty late, didn't we? So we're going to go meet the caretaker. But yeah, so I really did want to do White Wolf, and eventually
I can't get in there right now.
What? So we need to go to sleep then? Yes? Although we can do this, though, couldn't we?
I can't get...
Thanks. Thanks, Nancy. Thank you. I'm wondering if certain things are blocked off at certain chapter points, because everything has to be even more scripted than a normal game is, because it's playing off of a DVD, so it's playing chapter to chapter. So each one of these, like, this is right here, is technically counted as a menu because of the arrow keys. So, like, every time we go from one arrow key to another, we're in a menu screen. And then it plays a transition. You know, like, these are all technically menu screens, which is kind of crazy. What? Can I not? Do I have a checklist? Try to find out, open the little box. Search also on the web. Use the lens I found in the box to open the chest in my room. Oh. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a little weird. Just a tad bit weird. But again, I just think it's because of how the game exists. They have to, like, script everything. Which is crazy. Oh. Hello? What's this puzzle? Web. Email. Hi from Bess and George. Well, you're off to England, and we're off to sailing camp. Hopefully this will be the year Bess and I win Okay, sure. Web, internet browser, search. Star seems to move. Oh, okay. So there's Zodiac signs, but the question is, what order do I have to do the Zodiac signs in? Is that more Zodiac signs? It is. Is there more? Okay. Wonderful. Okay. So, started with Aries. Do we have this one next? Yeah, so it's just an order of the image. So it's just going down that list is basically all this is doing. So that would be next. And then we need Cancer. And then we need Leo, which is... And then we need MQ, which is Virgo. Libre... Are we doing Libre, or are we... Okay, well... Libre is... Oh, Libre is this one. Scorpio. That one. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's that one? It just doesn't look like it. Okay. Thank you. Okay. And now, I think we don't have the telescope yet. We need to get the telescope, right? So let's look at our checklist. Talk to Lulu. We haven't even met Lulu. Like, we don't even know who Lulu is. I would say that if you've never played an Nancy Drew game before, or this game in particular, I wouldn't have this be your first game. Because you kind of have to have an already pre-existing knowledge of some of the characters to fully, like, understand the game. Because I don't think anyone would know, be like, Lulu? Who's Lulu? I haven't met any characters yet. I met one character. I don't know who Lulu is. Lulu is a bird. So, yeah. Lulu's a bird. Oh. Hello? Oh, okay. That was weird. I just had to wait it out, I guess. Then it worked. That was weird. But Lulu's in this cage right here. I guess, I mean...
Oh, it's just a parrot.
Scared ya?
That's
No,
also
you
Lonnie
didn't.
Manila.
Did you?
Polly
believe.
want a cracker?
Not Polly.
What's your name?
Lolo. 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 Lolo.
Okay, I get
Okay.
the point. Lulu.
Lolo. Say goodnight, Gracie.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone's sleeping. Go to your room and set your clock.
What time do most people get up around here?
6 a.m. 6 a.m. Set your clock for 6 a.m. Sweet dreams.
Bye, bird.
Lolo.
So yeah, because of the fact that it's really complicated, all the dialogue options for this for this particular game on the DVD version just are non-existent. So it's like one set dialogue tree to make it as simple as possible. I actually wouldn't mind like doing a playthrough of this just in my spare time, just like not doing anything important. Like personally. Also, the music doesn't really happen because it has to start up, and if you're going like constantly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It takes about 7 seconds for the music to start up. Roughly. I was going a little bit fast, so... But I think we're about to be done with the first chapter here. In a minute, we should get another code. Oh, there's a dialogue option. Wow.
What is that?
It's a good question, Nancy.
Maybe I'd better have a look around.
Maybe you should. Oh, hello.
Who is that?
Go, Nancy, go. Go, Nancy, go. Go, Nancy, go.
I wonder if these are what made those red eyes I saw outside the night I arrived.
Okay. Bet you it's gonna say, I can't go here right now. Okay, let me talk to Lulu and see if Lulu has anything to say. Well, actually, let me check this. Okay, just go back to my room. Go on back. Oh, puppy. Okay, I could much easily play the PC version of this game if I really wanted to. It's not one of my favorites. It's not like I dislike this game at all. It's just not one of my favorite games. I do find some of the puzzles tedious, like finding the ghosts around the entire place. Yikes, that was kind of creepy. I don't know why. Oh, and that should be the end of the chapter. Yes, so let me see if this is a code that I have written down. 1612, yep. Weirdly enough, when I did the stream, I have all the chapters from the stream, but they're different. But they're, like, I have my note card split into 2, and the right side is the stream, and I have 10 chapters worth of codes. On the left side, I have up to 5 chapters, but I have the exact same codes. It's really weird, actually. Yay! We're here. Also, you know what I will say? One of the things I like about this bedroom is that the light switch is right next to their bed. That's, like, really cool, actually. Because it's very inconvenient in most places to have the light switch on, like, the other side of the room. So it's cool that it's designed... Oh, no.
We're in lessons right now.
Sorry, at 6 a.m.? Really? I also missed the dialogue, which is annoying, because in a normal game, you'd turn and start facing them, and the dialogue would still go, but because it's scripted, it kind of cut out. Okay.
Oh, forget it. Stay in Italy as long as you want, then. Some kind of husband you're proving to be. It's not all in my head. Don't bother.
Hello?
This is not the...
Okay, Nancy. Fine, Nancy. You get what you want. This is not the right time. Whee! Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I wonder, like, if they just use the same program that they used to create this game to, like, like create the original version of this game to create this one, but they just exported like everything individually, because obviously they changed the bottom bar to be more akin to a remote control. Obviously. And I don't know if I've actually played this like with the remote control in a very, very long time. I think when I was younger, I just wanted to have every version of Nancy Drew. I still do. I actually own almost every single Nancy Drew game in multiple ways. I probably have a physical copy. I think I have a physical copy of every single game up to this point. I own it on Big Fish. I got most of those for free. And then I also have
A carnivorous plant. Cool.
I also have them all on Steam at this point as well.
That's...
Oh, Nancy. I'm sorry. Oh, there's a second chance. I want to see it again.
A carnivorous plant.
Cool. There's even a second chance. Like, don't tell me how they designed this. You can't rip this movie, this disc to your computer because it doesn't work that way. You'd be ripping one of the many files that are on the disc.
That's...
That plant's very happy right now. 2 times in a row. But yeah, so...
Messing with her...
Fine. Let's talk to her, and then I'll probably end this. Oh, hi.
All settled in? Good. Now,
cool.
I'm happy that you're visiting Linda, but I know how much you teenagers like your televisions and loud stereos, so I must insist that you act respectfully and civilly while you stay with us. Since my nephew Hugh is away on business, I am in charge of this household, and if there's one thing I cannot stand, it's noise. Hugh's daughter Jane is staying with us and would very much like to meet you, but please try not to distract her. She has her studies and mustn't be disturbed during her lessons.
There is actual dialogue options. Okay, I guess I was wrong. Is anyone else staying here? Do you know what's wrong with Linda?
Is anyone else staying here?
We do not have any permanent house staff, if that's what you mean. The Penvellyns have always been self-reliant. We get on quite well without being continuously mollycoddled by a squadron of insipid, gossiping ne'er-do-wells. Now, we do have 2 other house guests, a Mr. Nigel Mukherjee, who is researching the Penvellyn family history in the library, and Ethel Bossany, Jane's tutor.
Okay.
Do you know what's wrong with Linda?
Oh, Linda simply needs some time to adjust to her new living situation. England is not the United States. We do things differently. Or should I say properly here. The doctor believes it's just a case of nerves.
Okay, I've done both of those questions.
Goodbye.
Good day.
Good day. Bye. She turns around. I must explore the house beginning with the Great Hall I saw yesterday. I should check out the automation in the Great Hall, figure out where the conservatory is, and talk to Mrs. Drake. I did, didn't I? I talked to her right here, didn't I? It's so wacky that this exists. I will say that. This is such a weird way to play a game that was originated for PC. But they were trying to expand, and I know that I doubt that they're going to do it now. I think Her Interactive is just staying in their zone, per se, now. But they were trying to create the last game for not only PC,
Looks
but
like John
consoles.
Penvellyn may have developed some of the plants that are in here himself.
So not only like for PC, but for consoles and for VR, which is, again, a wider range of people and be more available, which is why the last game did eventually get console support.
This must be some kind of well, but where's the water?
We'll fix that at some point. I think that might be the reward for the ghost thing. I'm unsure. I haven't played this game in a while. But yeah, so I know that they wanted to start doing that. I hope they do that, because it's kind of disappointing that the game did not end up on consoles. I would have bought it on consoles, and I would have done a video on it to experience the game on a console. I instead just did the controller support one, which is good. You know, them doing controller support is a good thing. I don't necessarily think it's like a fantastic idea or anything, but it's what it is. And the VR would have been really, really freaking cool. I would have loved to do that, especially because it probably would have been with the Steam version. So yeah, but anyways, we are here now, and that's just about going to do it for this video. If you want to purchase this particular version of the game yourself, I can take a look for you, but you're probably going to be out of luck most races. Oh, there's a used copy on eBay for $10. And how much does it cost on Amazon? No offers currently. That's unfortunate. But there is a used copy on there for $10. Oh, and they actually have it in like an actual case. That's cool. How does that work that way? Makes no sense, because mine's a little tiny square case. Like it's designed to be this tiny, like very, very square case. Very, very small. And the one I'm seeing on here is like they first have it what looks like the square case, and then they go into like a full-fledged DVD case, which is weird. And is that... Oh, you know what they did? They ripped off the cover, and they left that in the game, in the case, and they're just selling the case with the game in it instead. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Although it is a slightly different cover, so I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Oh, you can buy the Curse of Blackmoor Manor download from Amazon for $3.49. That is a very good deal. Although, also technically a bunch of the Maestro games are owned through Amazon as well for me, through a different account that I don't use anymore. But I would not recommend buying downloadable games off of Amazon's website. I would stick to things like Steam if I were you. But yeah, anyways, that is just about going to do it for this video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. And again, unfortunately, there's no way to save this now. So if I were to go back to the root menu, yep, I would lose all my progress. All of my progress in total. So that's what it is. But yeah. So also, I wanted to do, speaking of why I played Nancy Drew in this particular spot on the second week's roster, I wanted to do it after Remother Tormented Fathers, because Lonnie Manila does a voice in Remother Tormented Fathers. So that was one of the big reasons there. Hopefully you guys aren't too disappointed with my choice of using this one. Hopefully you find it interesting and cool. I might actually like throw this into my DVD, my Blu-ray player, and like actually play this a little bit later, just for fun. Starting on chapter 2, probably, actually, because that's where we left off, so I may as well continue. But yeah, so that's gonna be it. Oh, what's two-player mode? Hold on. Decide who is player 1 and who is player 2. When you reach a puzzle, pick a player to solve it. Each player will have their own jokers. And what are jokers? I think jokers are like hints. Yes, hints. You can use one of your jokers if you get stuck on a puzzle. Highlight the button with your magnifying glass and question mark on it in the bottom right hand corner to access hints. If you need a hint without about what to do next. Check your task list. Using your task list will not affect your number of jokers you have. Okay, interesting. But yes, so thank you all so much for sticking through this far if you have been here through this special. Stay tuned next time for 2 more videos in this special. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. See you tomorrow as well, hopefully. Goodbye.